Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to Oh So Lovingly. This is an incredibly special vlog. I am honored. We have the best friends. We have the kindest and most generous friends. Fred and Pixie Bentley gave Steven and I a magnificent frame. They found it at auction and they were like, this is for your artwork. Put something in here. I was honored that they trusted me enough for such a sweet gesture, but when I read about this frame, I was like, oh my gosh, this needs to be a showstopper. Let me tell you a little bit about French or American 1870s, incredible legacy, provenance, the historic period frame collection of Eli Wilner. The collection previously included frames adorning 28 paintings on the walls of the White House, as well as hand-carved and gilded eagle-crested frame for Washington crossing the Delaware by Emmanuel Lutz, which is currently featured as the focal point of the American wing at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. When I read this, I was like, oh my gosh. I have got to make it the most incredible painting I've ever done. So I did a chinoiserie abstract piece. This is one of my classic chinoiserie abstracts. This is not perfectly the size of the frame, however. So my whole plan all along was to basically figure it out as I go. That frame, it's 1870s. It is not a standard size, so a lot of canvases aren't really already pulled to that size. So what I'm gonna do is hang it on my own. I want to know how to frame things that are very special because that's how my art that I sell is. So I'm going to figure this out as I go. So basically what I'm going to do is put this beautiful piece into the frame. This is the frame. Thumbnail. I mean, hello, gorgeous, historic. She's literally flawless. And I'll tell you in a little bit how I rigged her up to be hung extremely sturdy. Like a little too sturdy. Like I did a little too much, but that's just me. I'm always doing too much. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna look so good. But the first thing I need to do is to cut out a piece of cardboard that my canvas is going to be anchored on. And my husband just happened to buy his new office chair and it came in a giant cardboard box. So I'm gonna show you how I utilize some of the cardboard to anchor this canvas into the frame. I'm gonna show you what I did to anchor this frame really well. These are two pieces from an Amazon purchase. So this wire, I looked at reviews of like the strongest possible picture hanging wire. This was the one. There was a review on there that said, I make stained glass windows and I use these to anchor them. So I knew I needed something very strong. And then we have your basic D hooks. I used 2 screws to screw these in on either side so that it would be very secure in the wood. And so now I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife and cut out the box. I use this a lot and I never thought I would. It's the X-Acto knife. But when I use it, I make sure if I'm not actively cutting something, I keep it closed because I'm so clumsy and I will cut myself with it. That makes me sick. I'm so sad about this right now. It is like an hour later. I got a call from a dear friend. I cut out the canvas and I am going to now anchor it onto the cardboard that's going to go in the back of this frame. That fits really nicely. I'm going to spray it onto this side of the box. Get her down. Oh my gosh, it's like cold. my gosh. Let's get it hung. If you remember, above this table, I had 2 of the Goodwill peony prints. They're still gonna go on this wall, but I need to like hang those separately. So, about right there. You can see how crooked it was. I think I need to sell these. I am stunned at my own ability. Okay, this is like actually what dreams are made of. I felt so inspired in the bedroom. I never let myself sit on here and do work during the day. I am going to get my to-do list in order, and then I'm going to start sketching out a couple of things. I'm already addicted to the Day Designer. It's so sleek. It's like my little black book of to-dos. It's so easy. She comes with tabs. I run my life by a to-do list. I'm not great with monthly or weekly planners. I don't have time for that. I've just got a bunch of stuff on my to-do list. I organize them by like to do and then more high level priorities, things I need to look into, things I need to shoot. So that's kind of how I prioritize my to-do list. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna draw some birds. Okay, I am so excited to make these again. If you remember in the last vlog, I made a recipe for date and seed energy bites. And I'm making it again because, oh my goodness, it was incredible. So good, and I actually really tested it out. We took a quick day trip to see Steven's parents, and in a Ziploc baggie, like completely not refrigerated, they were amazing, and they stayed together perfectly. So I'm making them again because they did so good. Now I'm going to alter the recipe just a little bit from what I did last time. For instance, I am not using as much cacao powder. It was like pure brownie batter, which was really too sweet, but I'm still using cacao. I got gold and brown flax seeds in bulk, so I have a lot of flax seeds. And I got sesame seeds in bulk this time, but I am going to use the rest of these sesame seeds just for today. Okay, so according to the recipe, I'm going to use a few less dates than what I did last time. I'm going to do about 10 dates this time. 2. Okay, so then the first step is you pulse that into a paste candy. All right, so 1/4 of a cup. That's pretty much the measurement for most everything we're adding to this recipe. Process until a chunky paste forms. Okay, then you do 1/4 of a cup of hemp seeds. Oh, and I got more chia seeds this time too. That's what I was running low on last time. 1/4 of a cup. Dash of cinnamon. I'm just gonna eyeball this because I can. It's amazing. I can just scoop and boom. And then I'm gonna add, for my version of this, I'm gonna add some beautiful golden flaxseed and then the brown flax seeds. And I clean as I go. So I'm gonna put these up. Then I'm gonna take a little cacao powder. Actually, I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna see if I even want it at the end. Crush up my walnuts. Got 1/4 of a cup of walnuts, adding it into the food processor. I'm gonna pulse this and see if I want cacao powder in. So I've got my glass Tupperware. I'm just gonna start rolling these into balls. They're so good. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. They're like, it's like a caramel seed wonderfulness bite. So what I'm calling these are just like seed energy bites because they're so easy. Everyone should have these on them. They're so good. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you up close how cute they are. So once I get them in the fridge, they will harden and oh my gosh, they're amazing. I'm licking the bowl. Well, good morning from our bedroom with the beautiful new painting. This is gonna be my outfit for today. We are going to meet some friends for brunch, and then I think we might hit up some antique stores. We'll see where the day takes us, but I just love this coastal Brahmin dress. It's one of my favorites. And the weather today, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be 75 degrees. I'm so ready for fall. Are you so pumped to go into Turnage?
Always.
I like those chairs. Turnage Place. On a first name basis with everybody here. I like that tall boy. Look at these scones. Hey, Raul.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Hey, Mariko.
How are you?
I love getting inspired by all of the beautiful vintage textiles at antique stores. There's Raul restoring some of his work. I fell in love with these little brass chickens and hens. This is my happy place, the art room. A lot of beautiful frames. The tortoiseshell comb was so happy, and this was the shelf of yet to be priced items, but I fell in love with those Staffordshire fish. There's so many beautiful things to behold. I love anything hand-painted, anything that harkens to the old world. They don't make things the way they used to, and I love antique stores just because of the detail and the intricate craftsmanship. They have lots of baskets and books at Turnage Place, which is wonderful. These marbleized frames were stunning, absolutely incredible. Oh, and it's a miracle I didn't walk out of there with this pink tea set. A lady behind me bought it, and I convinced her to because I was like, I'm not bringing this home, you need to bring it home. And these urns, I just love them. They're so happy. Hope y'all enjoyed this week's vlog. I'll see you next week.